Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tim, and you are listening to Truth Unlocked. So today I have a document that it's been circulating around the interwebs. It's called the Secret Covenant. So apparently, this covenant is basically the agreement between the super elite, all right, the powers that be, those individuals and families that royal bloodline that operates behind the scenes. So let's go ahead and just get into it, because this is a very interesting subject. And yeah, let's just jump on in. So we have, here it is, the Secret Covenant. An illusion it will be, so large, so vast, it will escape their perception. Okay, so let's pause. An illusion. Everyone knows what an illusion is. It's all about misdirection. Have you looking to the left when what's going on is to the right, or vice versa. Okay, so large, so vast, it will escape their perception. Okay, so it means everywhere you turn, nothing is what it seems. And that's something right there. That right there is wow, because it leads you to think, like, what is real? What is the truth? All right. So next we have, those who will see it will be thought of as insane. So everybody knows what goes on whenever you post the truth these days. What happens? You get censored by social media, by Facebook, by Instagram, by TikTok. Okay? The powers that be, they run this. They run the interwebs, and they want to remain in secret. They want all the control. Any time they see the littlest ounce of anything that is going to possibly prevent them from keeping total control over the masses, they will censor it. They will get rid of it. Out the door. Get out of here. Okay? Next, we will create separate fronts to prevent them from seeing the connection between us. So you can have those on the left, you can have those on the right, not knowing that they're playing both sides, putting both sides against us. You got your Democrats and your Republicans, even your independents. But we all know how our government works. It doesn't matter who you vote for. They're going to put whoever in office that will suit their agenda, benefit their agenda. Okay? Next, we will behave as if we are not connected to keep the illusion alive. Our goal will be accomplished one drop at a time, so as to never bring suspicion upon ourselves. This will also prevent them from seeing the changes as they occur. So, you have all these politicians, the wealthy. Again, I'm going to use this term a lot during this video. The powers that be, though we think everyone's against each other, but we know behind the scenes, everyone is connected. Everyone works behind the shadows, deep within the shadows. That is how the world works, to keep the illusion alive. Okay? And it says their goal will be accomplished one drop at a time. What drop? What drop? One drop at a time. So, could they be talking about that good old jab that's going on right now? How everywhere you turn, no matter what you're looking at on television, no matter what you're looking at on your phone, any given social media app, just randomly you'll see an ad. Get vaxxed, get vaxxed, get vaxxed. Vaxxed or masked. Put your mask on. But now they're saying those who get vaxxed still have to wear a mask. Why? When they've already said the vaccine, the people that got the vaccine can still get COVID. The people that got the vaccine can still spread COVID. So the people that wear the vaccine, they still have to wear the mask. But guess what? The mask does nothing. Nothing, not a zilch, nothing at all. But they are adamant about us getting this jab, wearing the mask. And you know what I say? Absolutely not. I refuse. Next, we will always stand above the relative field of their experience, for we know the secrets of the absolute. What is the absolute? Could we be talking about the grand scheme of things? The end result, the absolute? What secrets do they hide? Considering the fact that starting at the beginning of this document, apparently everything is an illusion. What secrets are hidden from us? How many of us have to push, dig to find the truth? And then it comes down to the fact, when you find the truth, how do you even know it's the truth? There's no way to know. And so you're stuck digging. Just like a good example, it's a movie, National Treasure. Okay, so you had the Gates family. They were digging, trying to find the truth about this treasure. And everywhere they went, it just led to another clue. That led to another clue. That led to another clue. Thankfully, ultimately, they ended up finding it. But how far do we have to dig? How many clues do we have to find and then research to locate our next clue? How many? When will this happen? You know? The more people that wake up and dig will find it a lot quicker. One person can't do it. One person can't search, hoping to find the secret that's going to free mankind from the illusion, wake us up from the matrix. It takes more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Imagine how it would be if the planet woke up from the matrix. Oh, man, that would be crazy. All right. So our next one, we will work together always and will remain bound by blood and secrecy. Death will come to he who speaks. So it is their bond is so strong between each other. Whoever, meaning one of them, the elite, the powers that be, if one of them decides to speak, if they decide to blow the whistle, what's going to happen? Death will come to them. They are willing to do anything to keep this going, to keep the illusion alive. All right. Next, we will keep their lifespan short and their minds weak while pretending to do the opposite. Keep their lifespan short. Here's a good example of them keeping our lifespan short. Our food supply is so tainted. It is a lot cheaper to go buy the fattening junk food, the stuff that clogs your arteries. It's a lot cheaper to buy that. It's a lot cheaper to buy cigarettes than to feed a family for a day. This makes no sense. Why? That's the question. Keep their minds weak. No one knows the full potential of the human mind, because why? This entire time we have been kept week. We have been glued to our televisions, glued to our phones, glued to our PCs. Even right now, you're probably watching this video on your phone, on your TV, on your PC. And ultimately, though it may seem like the truth, sad to say, how will we know? How do we know? How is this just not an elaborate scheme to go along with the illusion? We don't know. And then we get another clue. And then we keep researching. It's just an endless cycle. Okay? Next, we will use our knowledge of science and technology in subtle ways so they will never see what is happening. We will use our knowledge of science and technology. Science and technology. Could it be, again, our televisions, our phones, our PCs, these 5G towers? Okay? So much stuff is going on. You have censorship. Any kind of truth, they are quick to extinguish it. You know, like we're slowly igniting that fire within everyone. Okay, we are slowly doing this, and eventually, hopefully, we will wake up enough of the masses to demand a change, to demand a shift in consciousness. Okay? But as long as we stay glued to the television, because we already know how the news works these days. Half the time the news, it doesn't even have to be true. I saw this video from Denzel Washington. It was an interview on a red carpet. And he said, the media, they're so quick to be the first one to post a story. They don't fact check. It doesn't matter if it's the truth or not. They just want to be first. They don't care whose lives they destroy. They don't care about the millions of people out there watching this interview, this TV show, this newscast. And by the way, the term broadcast, it goes like this. What shows during a broadcast? A TV program. This TV program is specifically formulated to get an arousal out of you mentally. Certain colors flash on the screen. Certain keywords are spoken in order to get a hold of you, of your attention, to lock you in, like it's casting a spell. Cast a spell. So what comes on? Broadcasting. They're broadcasting this program. All broadcasting means is they're casting this spell to a broader audience. Okay? That's how they keep your minds weak. They broadcast this spell each and every day, every second of every day, to the masses, to keep your minds weak, to keep you asleep. Next, we will use, I just read that one. Okay. We will use soft metals, aging accelerators, and sedatives in water, in food and water, also in the air. We already know there's so many chemicals in the water. Anytime you open up a bottle of water, They can put whatever they want in it. Bottled water isn't bound by regulation. Tap water is. They can put whatever they want in it. And even so, the tap water, you can't drink it. You can't drink any tap water. They say so much water is good for you, but what can you do now? Even the rainwater is tainted because of all the metals that they're spraying into the air. That's what those chemtrails are. How they're using that to modify the weather. They spray it into the clouds. The clouds produce precipitation, rain. This rain falls into our streams and rivers and lakes, our main water supplies. They go through filtration, but all the filtration does is just kill any bacteria and germs. It leaves all the chemicals. The chemicals are still there. And then what? What do we have then? Poison. They've been poisoning us. It's in our food, our GMO food. I can't remember the last time I saw an apple that didn't bruise. That's all they do. Apples are meant to bruise. Nowadays, you buy an apple, you can open an apple up, half the time it won't even oxidize. And by oxidize, I mean when you cut an apple open, you leave it there and it turns brown from the inside. That's oxidation. Apples don't do that anymore. Apples don't bruise on the outside anymore. I bought some apples from the store, and they've been sitting in my fridge for maybe about a month. No bruising at all. If I bite into it, I'm sure it's going to be like I just bought it. GMO. They have been messing with nature forever. It's in our food, it's in our water, it's in our air. Next line. They will be blanketed by poisons everywhere they turn. Everywhere. Literally everywhere. Here's a good example of that. You grab yourself a bottle of water, you see an expiration date on the bottle of water. The expiration date on the bottle of water isn't for the water, it's for the plastic. Okay? Because after a while, it begins to break down. Get into the water. You drink the water, guess what you got now? Poison in your system. We gotta wake up, y'all. We have to. Okay? Next line. The soft metals will cause them to lose their minds. We will promise to find a cure from our many fronts, Big Pharma, FDA, CDC, yet we will feed them more poison. Everybody was quick to get the jab, but what does the jab do besides put more chemicals into your body, untested chemicals in your body? I'm sure they tested their formula before they promoted the jab, but as far as its benefits, there are zero. They've already come out saying everyone who had the jab can still contact COVID. Everyone who had the jab can still spread COVID. So what's the point of the vaccine? There is no point other than to provide us more poison. And people are going crazy. They're losing their minds because these metals, these soft metals, are in everything. In children's cereal. If you can look it up at any given moment on YouTube and find a video of someone having a magnet holding it up to a Ziploc bag with cereal in it and it pulls the metals out. Sure, they say it's iron. They say we need iron. We need iron in our diets. But is that just part of the illusion? I don't know. No one does. Other than the people that promote the illusion. Next, the poisons will be absorbed through their skin and mouths They will destroy their minds and reproductive systems. Through their skin, could they be talking about all the chemicals they put in our body wash, the chemicals they put in our bar soaps, in our mouths, toothpaste, food, water, something as simple as water? It's all to destroy our minds and reproductive systems. That's why there's so many children being born with birth defects and mental disorders, because nothing is safe anymore. Next line. From all this, their children will be dead. And we will conceal this information. So people's children are dying, and the first thing they say is, if they're born dead, oh, it must have been some kind of birth defect. There must have been something wrong with the mom. But for whatever reason, what do they tell us? It's God's will. But if you go by this document, it's all part of that grand scheme, the absolute, the illusion. All right. Next, the poisons will be hidden in everything that surrounds them, in what they what they drink, eat, breathe, and wear. Because it's everywhere. It says hidden in everything. Everything. Okay? Everything that surrounds them. So what can you do? Are you going to go thirsty? Of course not. Are you going to just not eat? Of course not. Damn sure can't stop breathing. And where? And where? So what are you going to do then? Are you going to just go naked? There's quite a few nude beaches. Or maybe you just go into the woods, live naked. I mean, we come into this world naked. Why not? Am I right? I believe so. Next line. We must be ingenious in dispensing the poisons, for they can see far. Dispensing these poisons. If it's in everything, evidently they've been doing a very good job of it. Dispensing the poisons, make the people sick, provide a solution in the form of some kind of medicine, but that's just more poison. Why? It's man-made. People have gone away from herbal remedies, natural remedies. Nowadays, you can't even find natural remedies because everything is GMO. Like, they're seriously in control of everything. Next line. We will teach them that poisons are good with fun images and musical tones. We see that everywhere. It's on TV. Everybody, you see the cereal. Everybody remember those cereal commercials from back in the 90s and the 80s. The great. But the chemicals are in everything. Nobody knows that the chemicals to create paint thinner are also in our cereals. It seems like the only thing, the safest thing to eat nowadays is rice, beans, oatmeal. It's in everything. You know, they get the kids amped up about these cereals. I was one of those kids growing up. I used to be quick to be the first one to grab the prize out of the cereal. But in order to get the prize, they kept it hidden. You had to eat your way down to get to that prize. I would drive my parents crazy for those snack cakes and, you know, the fast food, because it just looks so appealing. They have, you know, mascots. Ronald McDonald. You know, you got the Burger King. Fun characters that they attract you. They bring you in. Bring you in to get poisoned. It's like, the only way to stay away from it, you got to look at it like this. When you see a Burger King, a Popeye's chicken, Whataburger, Taco Bell, just look at it and imagine a gas chamber, because you're just slowly killing yourself. And that's sad. That our society is so hell-bent on money, wealth, to be the best, that they care nothing about society, civilization, and how they are basically helping with the deterioration one generation at a time. It's not fair. Next line. Those they look up to will help. We will enlist them to push our poisons. Okay? Now they're talking about our celebrities. Hollywood. Hollywood. We will enlist them to push our poisons. Kind of like the jab. You know, you have all these celebrities, you know, oh, I got it. I got vaccinated. Everybody's posting on social media. I got vaccinated. You should too. Do your part. That's the same thing they were doing back in the day to get to entice, you know, citizens to go to war, to fight for our country. You know, the good old Uncle Sam posters from back in the day. I choose you. Propaganda isn't nothing but same shit, different day. The only difference is they have more voices and more people that follow to push their agenda. I most certainly am not one of those people. I am 100% against the jab. I am 100% against anything that is unnatural. All right. Next, they will see our products used in film and will grow accustomed to them and will never know their true effects. I remember this movie back in the 90s called Rookie of the Year. Pretty sure some of you know that movie very well. You know, it's about the kid who, you know, broke his arm and his arm healed a certain way where it would just whip baseballs. Okay. He got famous, started doing, you know, got his endorsements, got his Pepsi endorsement. And that's just one way to push it, you know? These carbonated soft drinks, they're not good for us. You know why? Chemicals. Chemicals, man-made chemicals in the human body equates to poison. We don't need those. It kills your body, causes long-term true effects And we're so hooked on them. So hooked on the cigarettes, hooked on the soft drinks, hooked on the fast food, hooked on everything that is unsafe for us. And now people know the true effects, but it's so addictive, they decide to look beyond that. It makes no sense whatsoever. Okay? Next. When they give birth, we will inject poisons into the blood of their children and convince them it's for their health. What could those poisons be? Jabs. When I was a kid, we didn't have a chickenpox vaccine. All I had back then was chickenpox. And it was highly contagious. But once you got through it, you were good. Because that's how the human immune system works. You contract what it is. And then your body, your immune system that nature gave you, fights it off. Oh, it was so irritating though. Body itching all over. I got through it. That's how the immune system works. Okay? And the problem is now, they do it so quick. Half the time the parents don't even know that it's happening to their children. Next line. We will start early on. When their minds are young, we will target their children with what children love most, sweet things. Let's go back to those super sweet children's cereals. The snacks, the fruit snacks, the candy, all the thing that children love most. These are the reasons why so many children are going into early puberty. When I was growing up, puberty normally set in around 12, 13, 14, if you were a late bloomer. Now, children are hitting puberty way younger, you know? And they're the way they're working behind the scenes with this, they're very cunning at how they're doing this. Because all these poisons, you know, they're attacking the children, attacking their minds, right? Not just with the sweet things. They give the sweet things to create a chemical imbalance, which forces the early puberty. Okay? Then they attack their minds with television and TV shows, movies, sneaking all of this adult comedy, adult situations into all of this media that children watch. They have to sneak it in there. It's everywhere because there's an agenda. Okay? This has been the plan for all along. They attack them while they're young. If you notice, if you have kids, because of technology, how small children are just glued to their tablets. You know, if a kid's acting up somewhere or they're waiting in line somewhere, what's the first thing the parents do? They give the child the phone. You know, it's getting to the point to where technology is what's raising the kids, not the parents. You know, the parents just want peace and quiet from their kid. So what do? Here, watch this video. Here, play this game. But that just goes along with the illusion. They're just following into the plan of things. And because of that, children's minds are developing a lot faster It's like they're skipping those main things. Children don't have childhoods anymore at all. And it's sad. But what can you do? What can we do? When their teeth decay, we will fill them with metals that will kill their mind and steal their future. Here we go with the metals again. Why? Because it's in everything. But when their teeth decay, what's the first thing they do with them? They put caps on their teeth. Metal caps on their teeth. And what happens with that metal? There is a chemical reaction in the mind. When the saliva mixes with it, you get kind of like a charge. It's very similar to like if you've ever stuck your tongue to a battery. Okay, there's a reaction, a chemical reaction with the metal and the saliva, and you begin to secrete more saliva. What are the children doing? They're swallowing that saliva. That's affecting their body in a way that eventually becomes irreversible. It affects their mind. Okay? Notice how this, I'm pretty sure this was probably a typo, but possibly not. Because it filled them with metals, but this spelling is a metal. It's not STEAL, it's steel. Next line. When their ability to learn has been affected, we will create medicine that will make them sicker and create other diseases for which we will create yet more medicine. Why? Because there's more money and wealth in the sickness rather than the cure. Give it up to Big Pharma, everyone. They want us to be sick. They want to keep giving us diseases. They'll keep creating more medicine that'll keep you sick. That is an endless cycle. That is why Big Pharma, the medicinal industry, is a multi-trillion dollar industry. And they do not care. The next line says, we will render them docile and weak before us with our power. Docile and weak because we continue to take their medicines. We continue to knowingly ingest their poison. They want us to ingest their poison. They want us to know their truth, not the real truth. They want us to know the truth that they want us to know, which is the reason why so much real truth is omitted from textbooks, from school curriculums. The only thing I feel these elementary, the school system, period, the educational system, is just to teach them to follow. Teach us to follow. You're stuck in a classroom all day. You're forced to listen to one person, the adult in the room. If you decide not to, you get sent to the office. And then what do? If they don't suspend you, and the only reason why they suspend the kids is to get them out of there before their actions spread to the other kids. They send them home to parents that have already been indoctrinated by the school system to teach them how wrong they are for being different, to reprogram them and then send them back to school. Hopefully it works. But if you become one of those so-called problem children who disrupts the class, they send you to an alternative school, or they lock you in a room with other students just like you for the rest of the day, for multiple days, until you get tired of it and reprogrammed. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I was one of those kids. So I'm speaking from experience. That's all these schools are. Next line. They will grow more depressed, slow, and obese. And when they come to us for help, we will give them more poison. If you're depressed, take Prozac. What's the other one? I can't remember what it was. There's so many different ones for Prozac. Prozac was like the main one that they were giving. If they're slow, bring on some energy drinks. Okay, with all those other chemicals in it. Obese, take this diet drink. Take these pills. More poison. Because it's all man-made. We were never meant to ingest man-made medicines, foods. Everything we're supposed to have is supposed to be meant from nature. We are the only species on this planet that eats this way. Unless you have a pet and you feed your pet all the nasty stuff that you eat. We will focus their attention towards money and material goods so that they may never connect with their inner self. We will distract them with fornication, external pleasures, and games so they may never be one with the oneness of it all. They want you to not connect with your inner self. So they keep you distracted by worries of life. Okay? They keep you worried with, how you're going to pay your bills. What happens if I lose my job? How am I going to pay for my kids' college? Material things. Oh, I want that new TV that came out. Oh, the PlayStation 5 just came out. It's out of stock because everybody else, all the other sheep bought one. I got to hurry up and get one myself. We will distract them with fornication. Sex sells, right? That's what they say. External pleasures. Anything that brings pleasure to you, not from within. And games. When I was a kid, I would sit there and play PlayStation for hours. The longest I'd ever played it, the only time I actually got up was to go to the restroom, was like a 32-hour day. 32 hours. And it's all to keep you from the oneness of it all. Imagine if everyone woke up. There would be a huge paradigm shift. If everyone woke up and realized what was going on. The next line says, their minds will belong to us and they will do what we say. If they refuse, we shall find ways to implement mind-altering technology into their lives. Meaning, they're not going down without a fight. Because your refusal is a sign that you are becoming awake. You are woke. They will fight to keep you in the illusion. They will implement mind-altering technology. Next line. We will use fear as our weapon. People are dying from COVID every day. Get your jab. You have a 25% more chance of getting COVID if you're not vaccinated. You have a 25% more chance of dying if you're not vaccinated. Got to get vaccinated. Hey, did you get vaccinated? I got vaccinated. Did you get vaccinated? No, I haven't got vaccinated. Well, you better get vaccinated. Fear is their weapon. We will establish their governments and establish opposites within. We will own both sides. Both sides. It does not matter who you vote for. They will put whoever in office that will push their agenda. It does not matter. We see opposites. Well, in case you didn't know, opposites attract. They are the same. They are one and the same. Whether you go left or you go right, it's all the same. We will always hide our objective, but carry out our plan. Because it does not matter. They will carry out their plan. And guess what? They will perform the labor for us, and we shall prosper from their toil. They're using all of us to push their agenda. As long as we keep following, doing as we're told that we're free. But any of you Marvel fans out there, you would know, what does Loki say? Freedom is life's great lie. Once you know that in your heart, then you shall know peace. Freedom is part of the illusion. We're not free. Oh, yeah, I'm free. Did you pay your rent? Yes. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm free. Did you pay your mortgage? Yes. Oh, I'm free. Did the government take out their taxes this paycheck? Yeah. You're not free. You're just part of the illusion. Our families must never mix with theirs. Our blood must be pure, always, for it is the way. They got to keep that sacred bloodline. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, look up the 13 bloodlines of the Illuminati, or simply the powers that be. They make sure that if you are not one of them, you will not be a part of that. You will not know the full scheme of the illusion of what's going on behind the scenes, in the shadows. You won't. They will make sure that you stay as far away as possible with this. We will make them kill each other when it suits us. So you have all these hate groups out here. All these groups that keep us separate, whether it be by religion. You have racial hate groups. And all of this is run from the shadows. They play all sides, put everyone against each other. Once everyone wakes up and realizes this, then we will have a change. Next, we will keep them separated from the oneness by dogma and religion. Oh, look at that. They use religion to keep us separate. There's no telling how long this has been going on at all. From where I sit, it's probably been going on for hundreds of years, for centuries. Hell, maybe even millennia. Because no one knows how old this planet actually is. All we know is what NASA thinks. NASA, don't even get me involved in NASA. Never a straight answer. That's what NASA stands for. because it's all theory. But religion is a tool to keep us separated. Like Christianity teaches us that it is the only religion, that all other religions are wrong. And what do those religions teach us? All other religions are wrong. But they do say one thing: we should love each other. That is the only truth. We show love to one another, and we stop playing sides. Trust me, the oneness, that's what we need. Oneness. We will control all aspects of their lives and tell them what to think and how. All aspects of your life. You have your own house. If you have your own house, maybe there's deed restrictions where somebody stipulates how your yard needs to be. You have a job, you have to listen to your boss. There's always some input coming from somewhere telling you how you should live. And it's all played into the grand scheme of things. That grand illusion. We will guide them kindly and gently, letting them think they are guiding themselves. Oh, that is a good one right there. It's inception. Because they're not attacking your conscious mind. They're attacking your subconscious. The part that's always awake, but it's taking the back seat while you're awake. So while you're watching this stuff on TV, while you're playing these games, you're on social media seeing all these ads, just random stuff because they know what you want. Everyone has an online avatar that's based on you. They use that to their agenda. Inception. To get you to do what they want you to do. Without you knowing it. Next. We will foment animosity among them through our factions. The whole grand scheme of things is to make us hate each other. If we hate each other, we'll never love each other as one. The oneness. We need more love in this world. We need to stop taking and do more giving. The best thing you can do for anyone is to help them. But not just help them wake up from this illusion that nothing is what it seems. The movie The Matrix, that was a documentary because everything has been controlled. Wake up. When a light shall shine among them, we shall extinguish it by ridicule or death. Whichever suits us best. So when that whistleblower steps up, anyone that has some kind of pull with the masses that goes against their agenda, they're going to try to make them think they're crazy. They're going to tell the masses, lead them to believe, because they're all sheep. They're going to lead them to believe that this person's crazy. This person doesn't know what they're talking about. They're talking out their ass. Or death. They'll just take them out. Whichever suits them best. Would it be easier to just take this person out? Whichever suits them best. We will make them rip each other's hearts apart and kill their own children. Because abortion's legal, right? You know, I'm all for everyone has the right to do whatever they want to do with their body. But I will never, ever be okay with abortion. I'm sure that probably rubs people the wrong way. But no matter what the situation, I understand there are some women, you know, they get pregnant because they were raped. And I truly feel sorry for those women. I'm sorry that they had to go through that. But I am a strong believer that everything happens for a reason. I truly believe that if that sperm and that egg came together to make this life, that life is for a reason. But let's move on. We will accomplish this by using hate as our ally, anger as our friend. Hate. Hate is about as powerful as love. If wielded the right way, it can destroy this entire planet. Hate feeds anger. Anger feeds hate, and vice versa. And they do this by television, you know, anything really, any kind of technology, any form of media. They use this as their friend, as their ally. Because certain shows you watch, you can be a married couple and watching a TV show about a spouse that's cheating. Now, guess what? If that married couple isn't strong enough, that idea is going to seed in their subconscious. And they're going to begin to think that that's actually what's going on in their relationship. They're going to be following invisible breadcrumbs that's been left in their subconscious, and it's these or seeds, and it's going to grow into something that will form hatred and anger towards their spouse. There's so many ways that hate and anger is used. It can tear best friends apart. It can tear apart siblings, parents, entire families. It can do that. The hate will blind them totally, and never will they see that from their conflict, we emerge as their rulers. They will be busy killing each other. Country against country, leader against leader, faction against faction. Race against race, or just simply human against human. We're all the same. We all bleed red. Our color is an illusion. Why? Because we're all the same on the inside. And that's something we all know, but it's also something that we all choose to ignore. They will bathe in their own blood and kill their neighbors for as long as we see fit. Love thy neighbor. That's what we should do. Offer a helping hand if needed. Hell, be a shoulder to cry on. Everyone needs someone. Whether it be a friend, companion, lover, everyone needs someone. No matter what stage in life you are, you're gonna need someone at some time. That's why it's important to love your neighbor. Why burn bridges? Because you're just gonna need that person again in some form of way to help you through something, and vice versa. We will benefit greatly from this, for they will not see us, for they cannot see us. Why? Because they operate in the shadows. The light doesn't turn on until we all wake up. And then what's in the dark comes to the light. Wake up. Wake up. WAKEUP. Wake up. Wake up. We will continue to prosper from their wars and from their deaths. Because a war is going on, somebody's benefiting from it. Hell, somebody's playing both sides of that war. In order to have war, first you need people to follow. That's where your propaganda comes in. Getting people pumped to fight for their country. Getting people pumped with the willingness to die for their country. Whether they know they're going to come back or not. It's for their country. Their country that loves them. But when they come back, if they make it back, what does our country do for them? Wars cost money. Our money. If you pay taxes, it's it's your money that's going in, paying for these wars, buying the weapons, funding the technology, and it's just a cycle. It's just to fill the pockets of the powers that be. As long as they keep the wars going, they're going to keep getting paid for it. We shall repeat this over and over until our ultimate goal is accomplished. And that's full on control. That means we are all asleep. Or even worse, we are all dead. And they have full control. No one, no more people. That last person that could have stood up and awoken everyone else is gone. Then what? We will continue to make them live in fear and anger through images and sounds. There it is again. Images and sounds. Images and sounds. Sometimes it's okay to turn off your PC. It's okay to put your phone down. It's okay to kick your kids off the games. Send them outside. Help them be free. Wake your children up. You have to do it before they get indoctrinated in the schools. And then because once they are, now you have to battle with your own kid because they're indoctrinated. They're now asleep because you chose not to wake them up from their nap. Nap time is over, y'all. Nap time is over. We will use all the tools we have to accomplish this. And I'm pretty sure there is no limit to the tools that they have in their possession, at their will, to use. Because as they say at the beginning of this, it's in everything. The poison is in everything. The poison isn't just physical, chemical. It's mental as well. And it's in everything. Any way to entice your subconscious mind to become indoctrinated, to lock you in the illusion, in the matrix that is our reality. You are stuck in it until you decide to free yourself from it. Free yourself, Neo. That's all you can do. Wake yourself up, push the truth, seek the truth, and wake up as many people as possible. The tools will be provided by their labor. There's people in the factories building the computers, the smart cars, the TVs, the phones, the satellites, even the guys that climb all the way up at the top of the cell towers. The tools will be provided by their labor. Thanks, everyone. You're just helping the problem, not the solution. We'll make them hate themselves and their neighbors. Because there's so much propaganda out here. You become suspicious of everyone. You hate yourself because you're taught that how your body should be, what you should look like, what society wants you to be. If you're a female, what makeup should you be wearing right now? If you're a guy, you got a beer gut. What do you need to do to get rid of it? There's so many ways to get plastic surgery. If you're different, other people are indoctrinated to make you feel different. They make it their point to tell you you're different, which then creates another chemical reaction inside, which ultimately makes you begin to ultimately hate yourself deep within in your subconscious, which sadly leads to suicides, self-mutilation, or worse, so many other things. And their neighbors, they hate their neighbors because my neighbor next door could be Arabic. But what has society taught us? That all Arabic people are terrorists. Thanks to 9/11, which was orchestrated by the powers that be. Love everyone. Love is a very powerful force. Love everyone. We will always hide the divine truth from them that we are all one. This they must never know. We are all one. Like I said before, we all look the same on the inside. Our skin color is just an illusion. We all have the same. We all have brains. We all have a heart, 2 kidneys, a liver, 2 lungs. If you're all the men, 2 testicles and a penis. All the women, 2 ovaries and a vagina. We're all the same. We all bleed red. Wake up. Wake up. They must never know that a man's color is an illusion. They must always think, typo here, they are not equal. We are all equal. We're all born on this planet, so why do we pay to live on this planet? Why are we the only species on this planet that has a system, a financial system? All other species on this planet, when they need something, they take it. When they're hungry, they find it. Find something to feed on. When they're thirsty, they drink. We're the only one on the planet that uses currency. We're the only one. It doesn't make anybody wake up just that alone. We're the only ones dumb enough to pay to live on this planet. Drop by drop, we shall advance our goal. We will take over their land, their resources, their wealth, to exercise total control over them. Their land. One word: reservations. Take over their land, force them to live on this small plot of land where they think they're free. They're not. Their resources. Farmers are being paid to destroy their fields. Look it up. It's called hazing and grazing. It is true. Wealth. They control the banks. Say hello to the Federal Reserve. Well, if the country's in debt, why don't they just print more money? That's the problem. They can just print more money. Did you know that if a bank runs out of money, they can actually hand out sheets of paper that says their money? Yeah, nobody knows that. Absolutely can. To exercise total control over them. We will deceive them into accepting laws that will steal the little freedom that they will have. Accepting laws. How many of y'all are in lockdown right now? Wear a mask. Oh, I'm a high school student. I'm running cross country for track and field. Better wear my mask. Hope I don't pass out from breathing in all that carbon dioxide. Because we're so quick to accept laws. We will establish a money system that will imprison them forever, keeping them and their children in debt. Welcome to modern day banking. You want the American dream? Okay. Just make sure you pay for it for the next 30 or so years. And don't forget to pay your taxes and while that's going on and after. Because you own your land, but you don't own your land. That's why you still pay taxes on it. When they shall band together, we shall accuse them of crimes and present a different story to the world, for we shall own all media. Give it up for Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter, peaceful protesting. Black Lives Matter, causing riots. We already know what was going on with that. All of this is just to keep us separate. All of it. Because they're playing not just both sides, they're playing all sides. And it's so sad. So sad. We will use our media to control the flow of information and their sentiment in our favor. Censorship, that's all it is. Like, hey, so-and-so posted the truth today. Can't have that. Delete it, remove them. Block them from this app. Delete their profile. We can't have that. Censorship. When they shall rise up against us, we shall crush them like insects, for they are less than that. So we think. Or we're all equal. We're all one once we wake up and realize it. They will be helpless to do anything, for they will have no weapons. Come and take it. Come and take it. Imagine if everyone in Texas stood up. Ooh. Imagine if every gun carrying citizen in the United States decided to stand up. We'd have no weapons. Moving on. We will recruit some of them to help us carry out our plans. We will promise them eternal life, but eternal life they will never have, for they are not of us. Eternal life. That is a concept that has only been in the storybooks, science fiction TV shows. But if they can promise it just to get whoever they need to cut a deal to help them push the agenda, and just not follow through with their end of the bargain. I mean, it's all just a great deception, right? You know, would it be you live eternally in this same fleshy vessel? Or is it your consciousness? Your consciousness gets transferred. Something to think about, right? The recruits will be called initiates and will be indoctrinated to believe false rites of passage to higher realms. Members of these groups will think they are one with us, never knowing the truth. They must never learn this truth, for they will turn against us. For their work, they will be awarded with earthly things and great titles, but never will they become immortal and join us. Never will they receive the light and travel to the stars. Could this be all part of the oneness, the absolute, what we need in this world? Because your light is within. You just have to realize it. Find the key to unlock that door, and you will have that light. You will be able to travel to stars. Hell, maybe even time and space. But not as long as you're asleep. It all starts with waking up. Wake up! They will never reach the higher realms, for the killing of their own kind will prevent passage to that realm of enlightenment. This they will never know. Thou shalt not kill, right? But the way our society is, so many people have been subconsciously hypnotized to take the lives of others. Even our police do it. Saying it's justified. I had a reason to do it. Hell, sometimes there's not even a reason at all. The first thing they do, shoot first, ask questions later. Because they're scared. They don't know what's going to happen. Fear is their tool. The truth will be hidden in their face, so close they will be unable to focus upon it until it's too late. We all know when it's too late, right? When you're taking your last breath, that's when. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Oh yes. So grand will the illusion of freedom be that they will never know they are our slaves. When all is in place, the reality we have created for them will be their prison. They will live in self-delusion. When our goal is accomplished, a new era of domination will begin. A new era of domination. They already control everything. But once everyone falls back to sleep, or the people that are awake are out of the picture, out of the equation, a new era of domination will begin. Their minds will be bound by their beliefs, the beliefs that we have established from time immemorial. Those beliefs, could they be religious beliefs? Wake up, everyone. Religion is their largest tool to keep us separated. Wake up. But if they ever found out they are our equals, we shall perish then. This they must never know. We are immortal. We are powerful. There is a light within. Once you wake up, then you become illuminated. You become enlightened. You'll be able to reach the higher realms. You'll be able to travel through space, time. Wake up. If they ever found out that together they can vanquish us, they will take action. But we all got to wake up first, y'all. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to keep saying it because this is what needs to happen. We need to wake up as the human race, as civilization. These bodies that we live in, this mound of flesh and tissue is, I feel like it's a training program. We were always meant to ascend beyond these bodies. Our soul is eternal, but no one realizes that. Everyone is asleep. Wake up. They must never, ever find out what we have done. For if they do, we shall have no place to run. For it will be easy to see who we are once the veil has fallen. Our actions shall have revealed who we are, and they will hunt us down, and no person shall give us shelter. Wake up, y'all. It's hunting season. Wake up. Wake up. There's a job to do. There's a mission. The mission is to wake up as many people as possible. To pull the veil. Let's find Mr. Wizard behind the curtain. This is the secret covenant by which we shall live the rest of our present and future lives. Reincarnation, y'all. For this reality shall transcend many generations and lifespans. Life eternal. This covenant is sealed by blood, our blood. We are the ones who from heaven to earth came. Fallen angels that slept with women and gave birth to the Nephilim. This covenant must never, ever be known to exist. It must never, ever be written or spoken of, for if it is, the consciousness it will spawn will release the fury of the prime creator upon us, and we shall be cast into the depths from whence we came and remain there until the end of infinity itself. Wake up. Stop allowing these beings, these entities, control your eternity, your infinity. Wake up. Okay? So, everyone, all I can say is please share this video to everyone you know, anyone you can, for as long as it's up. There are other videos regarding the Secret Covenant here. Please push it. Please push it. We need a paradigm shift. We need everyone to wake up. Once we do, we take back this planet. We take back our reality. I love y'all. This is Tim. It's Truth Unlocked.